1976 Tehran UFO Incident. The 1976 Tehran UFO incident was a radar and visual sighting of an unidentified flying object (UFO) over Tehran, the capital of Iran, during the early morning hours of the 19th of September 1976. During the incident, two Iranian Air Force F-4 Phantom II jet interceptors reported losing instrumentation and communications as they approached the object. These were restored upon withdrawal. One of the aircraft also reported a temporary weapons systems failure while the crew was preparing to open fire. Explanation and analysis. According to Martin Bridgestock of Griffith University, stripped of details, a couple of F-4 jets from the Iranian Air Force were scrambled to investigate some sightings of lights in the sky. Reports vary, but at least one jet suffered grave electrical failures, tried to fire a missile at something and had something fired at it. A nearby jet airliner also suffered radio failure. According to U.S. journalist Philip J. Klass, it was likely the pilots initially saw an astronomical body, probably Jupiter, an explanation also cited by aerospace researcher James Oberg. Klass wrote that pilot incompetence and equipment malfunction likely accounted for the reported equipment failures. According to Klass, the Westinghouse technician at Sharaki Air Base stated that only the first F-4 reported failing equipment, and that this F-4 was known for equipment failures with a long history of electrical outages, having been repaired only a month before the incident. Klass cites a McDonnell Douglas repair supervisor's opinion that the F-4's radar could have been in manual track mode, causing a wrong interpretation of the radar lock. Bridgestock criticized ufologist reports as not a reliable account of the Iran UFO incident and summed up Klass' conclusions. Klass found that only one aircraft had suffered electrical malfunctions, not two. What is more, that plane had had a history of unexplained electrical faults, and the electrical workshop responsible for it was notorious for poor performance. In this context, a temporary electrical malfunction can hardly be characterized as mysterious. He also points out that the aircrews at the time were tired and rattled, and could have mistaken stars or meteors for UFOs and missiles. In addition, Klass points out that radio faults on airliners are not unknown, and that is why they carry backup radio sets. Regarding pilot reports of bright objects falling to the ground and leaving a bright trail, American skeptic author Brian Dunning observes that September 19, the day of the incident, was the height of two annual meteorite showers, the Gamma Piscids and the Southern Piscids, and the tail of the Eta Draconids shower, so observation of falling objects or odd lights would not have been unusual. At the site where the falling lights supposedly crashed, a beeping transponder from a C-141 aircraft was found according to investigating Colonel Mui. According to Dunning, once we look at all the story's elements without the presumption of an alien spaceship, the only thing unusual about the Tehran 1976 UFO case is that planes were chasing celestial objects and had equipment failures. There have been many cases where planes had equipment failures, and there have been many cases where planes misidentified celestial objects. Once in a while, both will happen on the same flight. Dunning criticized ufologist and UFO-themed television programs like Sightings for describing all the events related to the incident from the context of a presumption that the light was a hostile and intelligently guided alien spacecraft. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. So if you did like the video, please hit the like button below, it would really much appreciated. If you want to subscribe, we put out a new video every day, so go subscribe now. See you later.